We back at it again. We back at it again. I know y'all probably feel like I've been fussing at you and telling you all the things to get your finances in order. But today we're going to do something a little bit fun. First, I do want to start by saying thank y'all so much for supporting my channel. Like, you have no idea how much it means to me every time somebody clicks on it, views it, comments. I know I don't have a whole lot of subscribers yet, because we're speaking it into existence. But I'm so grateful for the people that I've helped thus far, whether it is them realizing that they need to write out their budget, write out their debts, come up with a plan. What are they going to do for retirement? So all these things have me super excited, but I also want to give you all the part that works for me. Something I didn't realize I was doing. But until I wrote it down, I was like, I have to do a video about this. So budgeting can be tough. But we budget for fun, we save, we do sinking funds, all the things. So I'm going to give y'all my spending rules. These do not have to be your spending rules. And then I'll tell y'all my wish list of what's on my list, why I'm not buying it now, and probably when I plan on getting it. So my first spending rule is if I'd rather have the money over the item, I don't buy the item. So let's say the item is $200, but I would rather have that $200, then I'm not going to buy the item. So for instance, let's pick something off my list. YSL Intense perfume. That's my favorite perfume. It normally runs me between like 170, 180. I do want that perfume right now, but I have something similar already. So I would rather keep my money than buy a new perfume. So that's my first rule. My second rule is if the money isn't in my monthly budget or my savings, I don't buy it. A lot of times for me over the years, I have always just bought what I want. I have a job. I was single for a very long time. I just bought whatever I wanted. Like if I want, matter of fact, here we go. Perfect example. I wanted these Ray-Ban Meta glasses. I bought them. I wanted them. But I realized that mindset has put me in, and I wouldn't say these put me in a hole, but that money could have been put towards something else. And I use these glasses, don't get me wrong, but I don't use them as much as I thought I would because I originally bought them for content creation. But I have a DJI Osmo Pocket 3 and I'm a photographer, so I have cameras galore. But these are fun to have when I'm doing family things. But if it isn't in my monthly budget, if I did not write it into my paycheck budget, and I think I showed y'all in my budget video how I write down like what's coming up, whether it's a birthday or holiday or something, I save for these things now instead of just buying them outright. So that's number 2. Number 3 is write it on your wish list and wait a little while. I'm an impulse buyer. If you are like me, you know how it is. As soon as our mind is set on something, we will go and buy it. This camera, I saw it, I needed it. Next thing you know, DJI coming to the house. I mean, combo. I don't mean just the camera. I mean the whole combo with the bag and the mic and all the things. And I have seen I need to add this to my wish list. I have seen the little DJI mics that are half this size, and I want those, but I don't need them because I have this and it is functional and it's not hurting anything. So try to put that budget line in there if it's something that you really, really want. And try to use sinking funds. If you're not familiar with sinking funds, it's pretty much you dumping money every time you get paid, whether it's cash, a savings account, an ally bucket. You dump cash in there every time you get paid until you get to the amount. So I do this not necessarily with fun stuff, but I do it with my escrow for my house. I normally always have a shortage for my escrow. I do it for my personal property taxes. I do it for my dues for my chapter sorority. All of these things, I say, okay, how long is it going to take me to get to this amount? So if I know I want the YSL perfume, and let's just say we're going to budget $100, instead of me buying it today, I would just save $100. I get paid the next time and the $100 after, and the money is set to the side. If I would prefer to have the item over the money. So that was number 3. Number 4 is, and I know I don't really want to talk about this subject, but it is so important for me to bring it up because it has helped me. And I know the financial literacy community does not like it, but I actually enjoy Afterpay and Affirm and paying forwards with PayPal. Those are the three main ones that I use. But it has helped me along the way to pretty much not put anything on my credit card. So if, let's say it's something that you really, really want, and I'm telling you, these are my spending rules. If it's something that I really, really want and I can't wait, I will put it in pay in fours just so I don't extend myself with my spending money. And if I know I can budget it. Now, I will tell you this. I do not purchase big items, huge items on PayPal, on Afterpay or Firm. It'll normally be, I don't know, what's the last thing I bought on there? It's a company that I bought their face wash from. They had like soap, a whole little kit. And it was probably came up to like, I don't know, $90. So I put it on pay in fours because at that point I wanted the stuff, but I didn't want to waste my spending money on it. So that's neither here nor there. You take that how you want to. But I know a lot of people who are financial educators, they do not agree with Afterpay. And I say, if you don't know how to use it responsibly, same thing with the actual credit card. If you don't know how to use it responsibly, it always comes bad. Anything can be bad if you don't know how to use it responsibly. So I say that to say, it works for me. You do what works for you. So I try my best not to have too many of those paying fours at one time. Like if I already have one with Afterpay, I don't want to have another one. If I already have one with Affirm, I don't want another one. And then I try to go a couple months without having any at all because it's technically an added bill. It's a payment. So if you feel like you can't manage your money if you can't manage your bills right now with the money you have, yeah, don't go and put nothing on Afterpay or Firm or paying fours or what's the other one? Klarna. Don't do that. If you can't manage what you have now, don't be throwing stuff on Afterpay. And I did not know this. Tell me in the comments if y'all heard about this. Do you know they've been shutting people accounts down? Like people are getting Afterpay and Affirm and Klarna and all the things, and not paying. If that's you, don't do that. Like you don't need to use paying fours. But for me, that is one of my spending rules. I can use it, but I can't have too many at one time. The next spending rule for me is if I don't have the money, but I have the time, I spend the time. So let's say it's a Saturday and I really want to get out of the house and I have time, but I don't have extra money to spend. I will try to find something free, whether that is, I'm nerdy. I like the library, but I haven't gone in a long time. The library, just walking around a bookstore, going for a walk in the park, going to visit somebody, getting in my car and just driving there. So if I have the time, but I don't have the money, I will use that time to do something instead of just sitting around being idle. Because a lot of times when we are on this financial journey, debt-free, want to retire early, make sure you're set up, you feel like you can't spend any money. You feel like you can't go anywhere. But don't hold yourself hostage because that is when you start to crack and break and say, forget all of this. I'm not worried about my credit card debt. I'm not worried about my retirement. I'm just going to live. By all means, live your life. But if we plan properly, our lives could be so much better. So I have these in place for me because I know how hard I'm working on my debt. Like I literally have a dry erase up right now with my next debt. But yeah, you have to have some type of fun. Like we were not put on this earth to just be working all the time to pay bills. But while you're paying the bills off, treat yourself a little bit. Even if you don't have the money, go for a walk, go to the park, go visit a family member. We need to take it back in the day. I've been seeing this on social media, but they've been talking about just going to a friend's house without any obligations. You don't have to have a theme. Everyone seems to, if you have a birthday or get together, it has to be something big. In reality, just go visit your friend. Just go visit your family. I know my cousin lives literally across the street from me. And he can walk to my house, but we have this thing of if we have to call to come visit, I probably won't come visit. So we kind of just pop at each other's house. I don't really do drop in. So if you're watching this and you're a friend and family, don't be dropping in. That's just between me and my cousin. But I say that to say, just go to somebody's house and catch up and ask them how they doing and, eat food before you get there. Don't look to them to feed you. Bring a bottle of wine and sit down, whatever you have in the house. So I say that to say, enjoy yourself. Don't feel like you are boggled down by your finances and you can't have fun. All right. The next rule I have for myself is not buying clothes 2 months in a row or 3 months in a row. I don't really buy clothes that often, but if I find myself ordering a couple things online or picking stuff up, I'm like, okay, I need to give it a break. I did not grow up where I seen a clip the other day of the Cosby Show, and Bill Cosby was talking to Theo about how much money he thought he was gonna make, and they have monopoly money. He's like, I'm gonna make 900. So he gives them the $900. If y'all remember this, please let me know. He gives them the $900. He was like, you need somewhere to live. You need a car. And he's trying to bargain with his dad and was like, I'm not gonna drive a car. I'm gonna have a motorbike. You kind of figure out where you want to spend your money, but he gave him a clothing. He was like, you're gonna need clothes. And he took the money for the clothes. I did not grow up where we had a clothing budget every month or in general. Growing up, and there's nothing wrong with this because it has helped me as an adult to just not be shopping and buying all kind of clothes. But we would get clothes for the school year, for the new year, for Christmas. Normally around Easter, we would get like an Easter outfit and maybe some sneakers. And then we would get summer clothes. And I understand that's a kid reality. An adult reality, I don't need clothes that often, but I have realized that I like quality things. So if I buy, let's say, I don't know, an item that costs like $150, I don't need to go and buy more clothes the next month and spend $150 more. But that's a rule for me because I like nice things. I like shoes. I like sneakers. I love sneakers. If I buy a pair of sneakers this month, I don't need to buy another pair unless they're on sale and I have the money. But my rule is don't buy things like that twice in a month. My very last rule for myself for spending is not buying books unless I love it. I have a Kindle. I have 2 Kindles. And then I have the Kindle app on my phone and my iPad. So I have plenty of books to read. But I realized since I've purchased these Kindles, I don't really buy physical books as much. And I had started buying, there's a couple sites that I use, and sometimes they have a sale for $5.99 on books. And sometimes the books would be $2.99 or $3.99. So, and they're used, but they're books. And I will buy a whole bunch. I'll spend $80 or $90. Y'all, I don't read those books. They're sitting in the corner in a stack that I have not read, or I've got the Kindle version and now the book is just sitting there. The best example I have is I went to the National Harbor in January and I love the bookstore there, Mahogany. And I had to go in any bookstore I'm going to support. So I bought a book from there and I bought a sweatshirt, and I'm going to always support a bookstore. So I bought the book. Book was great. I'm reading it, physically reading the book. And then I was like, I want to read this on my Kindle. Y'all, I bought the book for my Kindle too. So I pretty much spent double money on a book. So I tell myself now, unless I have read the book and it has been an amazing book and I will read it again and put it on my bookshelf, I'm not buying any more books. So now I have to read the book first on my Kindle. If I really like it, then I will purchase the book. But for example, certain books like Michelle Obama and President Obama, all of these people, I will buy their books without question asked. Those type of things I will purchase. But if it's just a book that somebody told me was good, I'm going to read it first and then I'm going to purchase it. So hopefully those spending rules help you make up your own. Don't feel the need to use mine. Do what works for you. I always say do what works for you. Nobody knows what's going on in your household. Nobody knows how much money you make. Nobody knows how many bills you have. Write the spending rules that work for you. And you don't have to have spending rules at all. If you say this is my money and I'm going to spend it how I want, by all means. But for me and my debt-free journey and me wanting to retire very earlier than normal people, I will save my money and I will have these spending rules to make sure that I'm not overspending, knowing that I'm an impulse shopper. So make the rules that you want for yourself. But me, Shakina, we will actually use these rules because I want my financial life to be well. I want to be a good steward of God's money. This is not my money, and I'm gonna give it a little deep on y'all, but God put us on this earth for his glory, not for us. And everything that we do should bring glory to his name. I'm not saying I'm a saint and I do everything, but when I realized that, oh my goodness, I make this certain amount of money a year, and there's no reason that I shouldn't be able to give generously without feeling it in my pocket. And when I say generously, I'm saying bless someone with something, you know, hey, I heard about this, like I wanted to help you out. I mean, I have a nephew in college. It's just so many more things I want to do. And in order for me to be able to do those things and bring glory to God, y'all, it's spring, so the nets have started to come back out and I don't have time. Got him. The things that I want to do, I want them to bring glory to God. And right now, me paying all of these credit cards off, I don't think that's bringing glory to God. It is me learning my lesson. It is God saying, hey, I need you to learn this lesson because we got some plans to go. So as far as me, I will keep these spending rules because I'm trying to be a better steward of my money. Now, I promised y'all my wish list. I don't have the prices up here, but there's only 4 things right now. The very first one, and I put the date. It's in my phone and my notes. I put the date. So I wanted the Kindle Scribe Color Soft. I wanted this March the 21st. My plan is to keep it on my wish list for 1 month. And if I still want it, then I will start making moves, whether that is saving in a sinking fund or if I already have the money set aside to go and purchase it. However, actually, I think I'm going to remove the Kindle off of my wish list. I already own 2 Kindles. Neither one of them are color soft. And if you're a book girly, you know what I'm talking about. But if you're not, hang in there. We got more stuff coming. I already have 2 Kindles and I have a phone and I have an iPad. Why do I need another device? You can write on this device, but I think, knowing myself, I know within like a couple months, I probably won't use it that much. So I have until April 21st to keep thinking about it and seeing how I'm going to use it. But for the most part, that thing is $679. I will put it here somewhere on the screen. But I'm like, do I need to spend $700 on another device? I don't know. I have devices now. So that's my first thing. The second thing I've already told y'all, which is the YSL Intense perfume. I put that up there March the 14th. So here we are. I got a couple more days and I can decide. I think that this will stay on my list and I will set the money aside to purchase this next month. There's a hat, a really cute hat that I saw on Instagram. I'm normally never on Instagram, but I was scrolling and y'all know they have ads. So there was this cute hat I saw. I put this on my list March the 10th. I think I will purchase it because it's super cute. That was the third thing. And then the last thing on my list, I put on April the 7th. It's a new robe. It's something so simple, but I want a quality robe. No Versace or nothing because I'm not a label girly, but I just want something heavy and sturdy. I have plenty of house robes, but I want something a little bit warmer. So this will probably stay on the list too. And since I put it up here April the 2nd, I probably won't purchase it until next month. So yeah, that is my current wish list. Hopefully this helped you feel a little bit better about what you're doing in your financial journey, whether that is paying off debts, whether that is just organizing your bills and trying to come up with a realistic budget because you don't know where your money goes every single month, or you just feel like, girl, I don't know how I'm gonna make it through. Make a wish list, make your spending rules, follow that. And it's actually, I know this is weird, but it's actually kind of a game for me to say, do I really want this? There's a lot of things out here. We continue to buy stuff and stuff. Thank y'all so much for watching. Share with your friends, your family, whoever you can. Like, subscribe. Please do not forget to subscribe. I have a goal for the year. I'm not going to say it out loud, but I am praying that my subscribers will move up with the more content that I put out. Let me know if there's something that you want me to discuss in the comments, whether that's retirement, budgeting, paying off things, anything finance related. Please let me know in the comments. But thank you for watching and peace out. See you later.